Have you ever wondered what dark secrets lie hidden in the history of science? We often celebrate scientific breakthroughs, but sometimes the path to discovery is paved with shocking and unethical experiments that were deliberately kept from the public eye. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on some of the most disturbing studies ever conducted, all in the name of progress. Let's start with the Tuskegee syphilis study. From 1932 to 1972, the U.S. Public Health Service conducted a study on hundreds of African American men in Alabama who had syphilis. The researchers told these men they were receiving free health care for bad blood. In reality, they were given no effective treatment, not even when penicillin became the standard cure. The goal was simply to observe the full progression of the disease until death. The men suffered terribly from blindness, mental deterioration, and other severe health problems. This horrifying experiment only ended when a whistleblower exposed it to the press, leading to major changes in ethical regulations for human subject research. Next, we have the monster study. In 1939, at the University of Iowa, a speech pathologist named Wendell Johnson conducted an experiment on 20 orphan children. Half the children who had no speech impediments were given constant positive reinforcement. The other half, also with normal speech, were relentlessly criticized and told they had a stutter. The goal was to see if stuttering could be induced through psychological pressure. The results were devastating. The children who received negative feedback developed significant speech problems and lifelong psychological trauma. The experiment was so shameful that it was hidden for decades, only coming to light many years later. Then there's Project MKUltra, the CIA's mind control program that ran from the 1950s to the 1970s. The agency secretly experimented on American and Canadian citizens, often without their consent or knowledge. They used methods like hypnosis, sensory deprivation, and administering drugs like LSD to see if they could control people's minds and force them to reveal information. Many of the subjects were unsuspecting patients at universities and hospitals. The full extent of MKUltra's activities remains unknown because the CIA director ordered most of the related files destroyed in 1973. It's a chilling example of a government agency using science for terrifying purposes. And what about the Stanford prison experiment? In 1971, psychologist Philip Zimbardo set up a mock prison in the basement of Stanford University. He recruited college students to play the roles of prisoners and guards. The experiment, planned for 2 weeks, had to be shut down after just 6 days. The guards became alarmingly abusive, and the prisoners showed signs of extreme emotional distress and psychological breakdown. Zimbardo himself, acting as the prison superintendent, admitted he got too caught up in his role. The experiment powerfully demonstrated how quickly people can conform to assigned social roles, even when it means behaving in cruel and unusual ways. Finally, let's look at the Aversion Project, a dark chapter in South Africa's apartheid-era military during the 1970s and 80s. The military's medical service forced gay and lesbian soldiers into a top-secret program designed to cure their sexual orientation. They were subjected to horrific procedures, including chemical castration and electric shock therapy. Many were forced to undergo gender reassignment surgeries against their will. The program was part of the regime's broader effort to enforce its twisted ideals of social purity. It's a sickening reminder of how science can be twisted to serve hateful ideologies. These experiments are deeply unsettling, but they serve as crucial lessons. They force the scientific community to create strict ethical guidelines to protect human subjects and ensure that the pursuit of knowledge never again comes at the cost of our humanity. What do you think about these hidden stories? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world around us.